All right. So, listen, as far as the injuries go, Mike Edwards had a concussion. Willie's neck, he had tweaked his neck, and that was bothering him. And then Joe Tooney hurt his right pec. So, but are we good back here? You guys good? All right. All-Tide Classic again. Every time we play one of Sean's teams, it comes right down to the end. He's done a phenomenal job here, and a phenomenal job this year, like Coach of the Year level coaching. And if we don't play them again, I'm good with that. But I'm so proud of our guys and the job that they did. Just one heck of a job. You know, the sidelines were so positive, which I thought was important in this game. You knew it was going to be a tight game just because of the caliber of team they've got, and it was. And our guys just kept their composure through the highs and the lows of the game. They supported each other. Defense started off a little slow, and then they picked it up. I'm so proud of them and the job that they did in that second half. Spags had a great game plan, and the guy, he made a couple of little adjustments there, and the guys did a nice job of that. Offensively, you know, the job that our offensive line did, that's a good group, nine defensive linemen that can play, and they rotate those guys, so you're hitting fresh bodies every time that every series that you get them. I thought our offensive line did a nice job. Patrick and Kelsey, with the record that they broke there with Gronk and Tom, I mean, that was a great job there. Kelsey had 2 touchdowns and some big catches. It was great to see Marquez have a game like he did. You know, he's taken a lot of heat, and he just kept hanging in there and came up with some big catches. And then Pacheco. So Pacheco is a beast, runs so hard, and then Clyde stepped in and had a couple great plays for us there too. But to put the hammer down at the end with those couple runs and get the first down and in the game was a big thing there. So, and then Nagy's game plan, like I said, was so deep on the offensive side, and there was plenty of stuff even left over, and we said we were going to empty the chart today and run everything, and we didn't run out of anything. So it was a great job by him. And then Dave Tobe, you know, with the exception of not getting Chanel's helmet on for a kickoff, he did a great job. But Chanel came back and ended up getting stopping the fake that they had. So, but I think that's about it. So time's yours.
Andy, you like that rule where you fumble and the ball goes out of bounds?
Yeah, well, listen. He's had so many big plays for us over time, and on that play, you know. But you can't reach out. That's you know, he was trying, so you give him the effort. But we know that you can't do that down there because of that reason, and so you got to protect that football, and he'll get better for that.
Hey, what happened in the second half with your run defense? Because they seemed to run a lot more effectively in the first half.
Yeah. So I thought the guys, I mean, this sounds ridiculous, but the technique, Joe was emphasizing using the hands, separating, and making sure they could see things. They were getting tied up in, you know, these physical matches with these guys, as opposed to separating and then using their speed, take care of business, and then at the same time controlling their gap. And then I thought our linebackers, whether it was Bolden or whether it was Drew, made some big plays. Chanel made some big plays. Our safeties, you saw Reid step up and had some nice hits there.
Andy, you've been kicking some field goals lately. You turned those into touchdowns later in the game. How were you able to do that?
Yeah, well, we missed a couple, you know, there. So we had a couple that Pat wanted back. He was so mad on corner routes, but he came back and fixed that and did some nice things. And we've got to make sure we score. We got to make sure we're putting them in the right positions. I thought, you know, we could have been better. I told you that I went back and looked at all that, and as did the coaches, and we just got to, you know, we got to make sure we're putting them in the right position, and guys making plays. And I thought our guys made plays down there. You know, did a nice job.
Was it just a matter of cleaning up the execution down there? there?
Yeah, that and the plays that I was dialing up at that time. We've got good plays. It's just how where you dial them up at.
Can you talk about Travis Kelce a little bit? 2 touchdowns today, but if you go back, I don't know, 8 games or whatever, and had not had the scoring production anyway that we've seen before, what was there for him today?
Yeah, and they had a plan for him. I mean, they were bringing in 33 there for a couple series and having him play a man and then put a guy over the top. And listen, I thought Kels just did a nice job. I think that time off that he had there before our last game and into that last game helped him. He benefited from that. He was banged up a little bit, and he was able to kind of get over that and get himself back.
Guys good? All right, great.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks a lot.